at number 23 on our Locked On podcast draft rankings with an average of 25.14. So there's a bit of a tier here because Pickering was 29. Now we're jumping up to an average of 25.14 from the U.S. National Team Development Program, left winger Isaac Howard.
So right away, the Sens are going to be interested in him. He's from the program. Yeah, definitely Trent Mann will have eyes on Isaac Howard here, and for good reason. I mean, this guy, he's a bit on the smaller side height-wise. I got him listed at 5'10", but then you look at the weight, 183 pounds. So Ross, just for comparison's sake, Owen Pickering, 6'4", so he has math, 6 inches on Howard. And Howard is 4 pounds heavier. So that just goes to show that Pickering needs to grow into his frame, and Howard has kind of filled out his frame. Maybe he grows another inch or two with time, who knows, but he's got that stronger lower frame. With the USA U18 team, he's got 60 games played, 33 goals, 49 assists, 82 points in 60 games played, Ross. And just for completeness sake, to put his USHL stats in there as well, 27 games played, 11 goals, 26 points, good for 26 assists, good for 37 points. So this guy played 87 games and had 109 points, if 82 plus 37.
I don't know.
119, 109, something like that. But just an astronomical amount of points for Isaac Howard. Let's just say that. We're not math guys on this show.
An astronomical range for Isaac Howard as well. We told you that Scott Wheeler was higher on him than most. He has him at 10th overall. Chris Peters has him at 12th. Bob McKenzie has him at 15th. And I paused there because we got to go all the way to the end of the first round to get the next guy. Tony Ferrari at 28. Corey Pronman at 31. Elite Prospects at 39. And then Craig Button at 41. So it all averages out to 25.14. Isaac Howard is committed to the University of Minnesota-Duluth, to the Bulldogs, a nice rival team of the University of North Dakota. That was the matchup I actually got to see this past year. So he's going to a great program. He's going to get great coaching there, of course. But with that, you're looking at an offensive player, undersized type conversation. And that to me is where the conversation starts because, of course, that means Scott Wheeler absolutely adores him.
But see, I don't put the undersized label on Howard because of that weight, because of that strength. Like, he doesn't play like an undersized player who it's like, all right, kid, if you're going to make it, you better be evasive, you better be shifty, and you better be explosive. I wouldn't really say those are the characteristics that make Isaac Howard successful. He has incredible hockey IQ and awareness. He's a dual shoot pass threat. Sure, he puts up goals 33, but don't forget those 49 assists that he has. And in the EP Let's Watch scouting video with David St. Louis, he does a great job. I definitely recommend watching those. He highlights how Howard creates space for him and his teammates by being able to read the play. Like, he's able to attack the middle of the ice, and he's always managing to get into high danger scoring opportunities. And he's just able to kind of think one step ahead of where the play is going to go and puts himself in a position to create space for his teammates. Like, things that when you're watching a hockey game, it's so fluid and it's happening so fast, you don't really think about. So in the Let's Watch videos, he slows it down, pauses, rewinds, and then explains why him just shifting over a little bit to the left is such a incredibly smart play, even though it just it's a nothing play in the game of hockey. But if you're able to do those small little things correct over and over and over, you're eventually going to add all those up to creating great scoring chances. And that's what Isaac Howard is all about.
Yeah, no doubt. And Scott Wheeler admits in his write-up here, he goes, he's a top 10 talent who will likely be available into the teens and maybe even the 20s. Mm-hmm. Even though he's short, he's a long way from small. He's got that muscular build, sturdy on his feet. And he's so dangerous with the puck. As you said, he not only creates because he has such an elite shot, but it also gives him space to find teammates. And he's got that sense of arriving in the right spot. I'm not saying he's Danny Heatley, but Danny Heatley is the most elite at doing that. Just being in the spot where you can find him and he can put in the back of the net. He's lethal in the home plate area, Scott says. And he's going to have that power play specialist title if nothing else. So you're drafting a guy with elite upside, I would say. In this player, it's just, can he warrant the 5-on-5 production to be a top 6 forward at the National Hockey League level? And if you're drafting him in the top 15, you better hope he does.
Unless you're the Sens and you're hoping he's a role player 3 years down the road.
Yeah, you don't want that salary cap implication.
But anyways, I think he can, Ross, because all we've been talking about is the offense so far. He also uses that hockey IQ defensively. Like in that video, I saw a play where I love this kind of stuff. They turned the puck over. They were in the O zone, US was, and they turned the puck over, and the Canadian defender has the puck. He's ready to wrap it around the boards to clear it. And Isaac Howard lifts his stick up, not even thinking about getting that puck for himself. He lifts the stick up, timed it perfectly so that his teammate could strip the puck from the Canadian defender. Like, that's the kind of one step forward thinking that he has. Like, most players, they're just like, how do I get the puck from this defender? He's thinking, how can I allow my teammate to get the puck from this defender? And those are the kind of smart things that not everyone gets. And he's always he's always conscious, of getting into the passing lanes. Like, that's another thing they highlighted is watch. Maybe it looks like he's kind of lackadaisical and not really doing anything, but he's not skating hard on the back check because he's keeping in mind, I'm going to block the passing lane for the trailing forward coming in. And that's, again, that's just a nod to his hockey IQ.
No doubt. As we pull up his elite prospects page, do you love or do you hate it? Number 3 on a forward. How do we feel about that?
I'm not a big numbers guy, but I will say that is weird.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, those jerseys are slick, though, I will say.
Yeah, I like
watching
those jerseys,
on YouTube. Yeah. We got to stop chirping the Quebec jerseys, by the way. We got some comments. Nobody likes that. March 30th, 2004 birthday from Wisconsin. 5'10", 181 pounds here listed. Left shot, left winger. The range, as you can see here, it's tremendous. And EP Rinkside calling him an offensive dynamo. Howard has a natural instinct for scoring goals. He's a deceptive shooter, changing the angle on goalies before ripping pucks home. His stats profile, he went to Shattuck St. Mary's to the under 16 and under 14 program, and this guy has just scored goals every single place he's gone. So what's to say he's not going to continue that at the University of Minnesota-Duluth? Even in the under 18s, 6 goals, 11 points in 6 games. Of course, they lost in the final to Team Sweden, but all in all, this guy is just an offensive catalyst. And one thing that Wheeler also mentions is how good he is at drawing penalties. And if you're undersized, if you're sturdy on your feet, if you're able to protect the puck, that's what's going to happen. People are going to start reaching in and try to, that's what happens to Timmy. He's so good at puck possession.
You don't have a choice.
He's drawing penalties. Yeah. You don't have a choice. So I'm a big fan of Howard. I'm going to give him 4 stars. I wouldn't be shocked if the Sens even took him at 7. I really wouldn't.
I would be a little shocked if they took him at 7, but I wouldn't be outraged because there's so much potential to work with here. And what I like about Isaac Howard is he can do so many different things. Like, he's the type of guy that can drive a line, or if, and they highlighted this in the Let's Watch video, if you're on a line with a guy like Nazar, he's going to be driving the line, but Isaac Howard can also complement a guy that drives the line. Like, he doesn't have to have the puck on his stick all the time to be effective. He can work in other ways to help his teammate out. So I got him at 4 stars as well, Ross. And usually I dock guys that I'm like, I don't see how the Sens are going to draft him. If the Sens wanted to push some chips in and trade up in the draft and select him, I'd be down for that.
Trade up?
Yes, trade up.
No, it's down. I thought we clarified this at the start of the episode.
I thought we clarified this too. If they're trading up from 39, I'm saying, not down from 7.
Okay.
I thought we had a whole other spin zone.
I thought we were back. Yeah, I thought we were back in the vortex.
No, we're out of the vortex. I'm talking trading up from 39. I don't want them to trade down from 7. I don't think that's a great play. So, yeah, I got him at 4 stars here. I think he's a great player. I think I can just picture him playing on a line with Timmy. Like, that would just be incredible. So I like Isaac Howard a lot.